At the roads from Mobile 11. Oh, watch out, squirrel. Mobile 11 in St. Cloud. It is dry right now, but rain is just a few minutes away, and it's making its way to the metro here. So that's why our weather team has us under a KARE 11 weather impact alert. It's going to be a bit of a washout, everyone. Welcome in. I'm Jason Hackett alongside Alicia Lewis.
Yeah, thank you for saving that squirrel's
no
life.
problem.
Now, we issue these alerts when weather can change your plans, so let's get out to meteorologist John Ziegler. Timing this thing out. It's nice that it's dry for now.
Wow, that was intense. I love that he's on St. Cloud's campus. Awesome. Yeah, they're waiting for rain. St. Cloud's going to get it first here this morning. That's why we're up there. Otherwise, the metro, yeah, we're probably going to get it in about an hour and a half. It's been a beautiful start. Kind of a cool look at sunrise here. It typically is when rain is rolling in. Clouds are going to be thickening up. And it's actually really nice out here, 70 degrees. It's not too humid. Humidity, I could tell, is coming back in. But we're just going to be waiting for the rain. Rain is obviously to the west right now. I'll put lightning on here just so you can see how strong this actually is. So Wilmer, Appleton area, St. Cloud, and you start seeing some raindrops fall here soon. But that heaviest band looks like it's going to be going right through Litchfield, Wilmer here, and Melrose. Litchfield, you have about 5 minutes till the heavy rain. St. Cloud, maybe 25 minutes or so. Twin Cities being left alone from the washout rain, at least for this exact moment. Now, as we go into the afternoon, that is going to change. 9 o'clock all the way through 7. Yeah, it's going to rain, and that's going to hold our temperature down. So if we can hold off another hour or two, Cece, that would be wonderful for the commuters around the metro. We'll see if it cooperates.
It really would, yeah. I mean, right now I'm showing you a live picture here in Minneapolis. Roads are dry, which is good. Of course, we'll keep an eye. It may hit the later commuters, but we'll let you know for sure. But for now, if you're leaving before 7, you're good to go. Take a look here at the bigger map. Not seeing any crashes. I only saw one stalled vehicle this morning, so things are pretty quiet to start off the morning. There are some projects, though, that start up at 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So the next one that I'll talk about is on 494. It's in the Inver Grove Heights area. If you traveled through there this morning, you'll want to hear about it.
We'll check back in a bit. Thank you, Cece. And hey, don't forget, you can stream KARE 11 weather live anytime for free. Just download the KARE 11 Plus app on your TV and scroll over to KARE 11 Weather Impact 24/7 to get local forecasts and track live radar around the clock.
Well, this morning there are growing calls for increased security at Minneapolis parks after an 11-year-old boy was shot and killed earlier this week.
This afternoon, community leaders are going to gather to talk about what changes they're hoping to see. Gordon Severson has the details.
It's out of hand at this point. An 11-year-old got shot and killed. I mean, come on now.
When Angela Williams heard about the shooting at Falwell Park just a few blocks from her home, she was concerned. But when she heard the child who died was just 11 years old, she felt a calling to speak out.
This is a call. This is a plea. People know what's in their house. You know, they know who got a gun. They know who's selling drugs. They know who's causing all this calamity.
It's like reliving it all over again.
Longtime community activist KG Wilson says the shooting reminds him of the violent summer in Minneapolis 4 years ago.
It started out with the 10-year-old shot in the car. Then there was 9-year-old. And then it was my 6-year-old granddaughter.
Wilson says in some ways the violence has gotten worse since then. He too is calling on the community to rise up.
This was an unusual incident for that park.
Minneapolis Park Police Chief Jason Ohado says there hasn't been a violent incident at Falwell Park in nearly 3 years. But after this shooting, he is adding extra patrols just to be safe.
I think it's important for the community to see a presence in that park, at least for the next couple of weeks.
Ohado says park police are using more data and analytics to decide where to assign their patrols. Meanwhile, community members like Williams are taking a stand, saying enough is enough.
This is all about the community. We speaking to the parents. We speaking to the children. We speaking to everybody because we want our community safe.
Rightfully so, and we checked, still no word of any arrests in the Falwell Park shooting. Meantime, Park Police are preparing for the busy 4th of July holiday. Next week, they're going to be joining Minneapolis Police to announce their plan to bring extra security to city parks during that busy holiday weekend.
This morning, an Iranian man arrested in St. Paul over the weekend is in ICE custody, accused of living in the U.S. illegally, allegedly having ties to Hezbollah. 56-year-old Mehran Saheli was one of 11 Iranian nationals ICE says it arrested within the span of about 48 hours. Now, court records show Saheli was convicted of possessing a fraudulent immigration document in 2009. In 2022, he pleaded guilty to being a felon in possession of a firearm. That year, ICE says an immigration judge ordered Saheli to be removed from the country. A former supervisory special agent for the FBI says Iran may have groups within the United States who would act on its behalf.
I don't know that it's confirmed. I think it is supposed. The probability that sleeper cells from Iran who are present in the country, I think that is a supposition, and it's probability-wise, it's probably a safe bet.
The Department of Homeland Security says Saheli was formerly a member of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps and has ties to Hezbollah. Well, this morning, the ceasefire between Israel and Iran appears to be holding for now. Both sides say they won't break the deal unless the other does first. Meanwhile, in D.C., the White House is pushing back on intel reports that U.S. bombs did not destroy Iran's nuclear sites. The president continues to say they did and says the mission was one of the most successful in history.
New information this morning involving a Blaine teacher already charged with videotaping of the dress of a third grader. Now a search warrant unveils more details and more alleged victims. According to court documents, Jason Bassett, a Jefferson Elementary art teacher, admitted to investigators he took as many as 20 inappropriate videos of young girls for the, quote, thrill of it. A new search warrant lays out details claiming school staff helped police confirm the identities of 4 more students in recordings found on Bassett's phone. It also alleges Bassett attempted to delete the videos. He is on administrative leave.
Preparations are underway right now for Minnesotans to say a final goodbye to House Speaker Melissa Hortman, the first woman to ever lie in state at the Capitol. In fact, she'll be just the 20th person to ever do so. Friday, Hortman will lie alongside her husband, Mark, and their dog, Gilbert, which is also a first. Now, for those who have lived through this, like former St. Paul Mayor Chris Coleman, he says it's an unforgettable moment. His father, Nick, was a longtime state senator who would lie in state after dying from leukemia in 1981.
It was the ordinary people that came. That's what I remember. It's just, there were just, hundreds and hundreds or more people that just came to pay their respects, and that meant a lot to us at the time.
The first person to have ever lied in state was a Civil War veteran, William Colville, in 1905, along with Nobel Peace Prize winner Frank Kellogg in 1937, Vice President Hubert Humphrey in 1978, and most recently, former Governor Al Quie in 2023.
Right now this morning, get ready for an explosion of mosquitoes just in time for the 4th of July. The Metropolitan Mosquito Control District tracks and sprays mosquitoes across 7 metro counties, and they're telling us the average number of mosquitoes they're seeing for this time of year is below average, but don't get used to it because it's not going to last long. This rainy weather and heat we're having this week is likely going to speed up the hatch.
But they're starting to creep back up. So we set up about 200 traps every Monday night. We use those trap data to determine our overall average. There are a few hot spots right now. Carver County starting to see a lot.
Can they set up like 2,000 traps? Just keep them all at bay.
2 million traps.
The council's biggest concern are cattail mosquitoes. They say the species tends to hatch in big swarms all at once, and it's usually this next coming week, the first week of July. They say cattails are notorious for biting large mammals, meaning us, Jason.
I'm not a mammal, I'm a person. I don't know about you.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be fun. Can't wait for the mosquitoes, everyone.